Hello, YouTube family. The crazy keeps on coming. You may have seen the right wingers online talking about unity now that they have lost both houses of Congress and the presidency. I have. You may have seen the remarks on Twitter or in your Facebook feed saying, I thought you guys wanted unity. We need to come together. I don't know if they're trolling, if they mean it. I assume it's a little of both. After 4 divisive years with the worst rhetoric in modern political history and the worst president of my life by far, now they want unity? Are they serious? The right wing will say things like, you never supported Trump. You never gave him a chance, completely ignoring the fact that he had 4 years to show he had the grit, morality, compassion, and intelligence to lead this country. Trump is getting kicked out of office because he never had any of the qualities he needed. He was able to fire up the worst of the Republican base. He was able to stir up all the hate, the racism, the xenophobia, and the bigotry available in their base. There was a great deal there. Trump is out of office because he is despised by a majority of the country. He is, however, loved by tens of millions. His followers, his cult, politics overall has become too much of a cult personality. The Republican Party has taken it to the extreme. This extremism was evident when all the vile rhetoric led to a traitorous assault on the U.S. Capitol to try and prevent the joint chambers from certifying the ballots from the November election. The state of Georgia gave some hope to America that some of the gridlock will end by selecting 2 senators. Ossoff and Warnock. That will give the Democrats a minimal majority. With the 2 independent senators caucusing with the Democrats, the split technically is 50-50, with Vice President-elect Kamala Harris able to break ties. Georgia also gave America a huge negative. This, the woman on the left, is Marjorie Taylor Green, along with Lauren Boebert, the woman on the right. They are the 2 QAnon supporters who have made it into the U.S. Congress. QAnon, as I've said before, is the crazy right-wing conspiracy theory that says all your political and ideological adversaries are child molesters. Oddly enough, there have been a number of QAnon followers arrested for possession of child pornography. Somehow, one district in Georgia saw this. And this. And said, what we need are folks like this making legislative decisions for us. Marjorie Taylor Green recently announced that she has drawn up articles of impeachment for President-elect Joe Biden. President-elect Joe Biden. She's drawn up articles of impeachment for the President-elect. Yeah, the guy who will become president in a little over 5 days. That's not the kicker, however. Her reason for saying Biden, who isn't even president yet, needs to be impeached? Because of the Trumpster dumpsters who rioted at the Capitol on January 6th. Her reasoning is that Joe Biden becoming president riled those folks up. He stole the election. That's right, according to one of our elected representatives, it's Joe Biden's fault. She believes in the nonsense that there was widespread voter fraud, despite no evidence. Joe Biden won the election, so it's his fault that people got mad and stormed the Capitol. That's the claim of Marjorie Taylor Green. Does she want unity? Do her supporters want unity? Biden thinks he can work with the other side. Does he even know what the other side is? How is it going to be achieved in this climate? If the Republican elected officials who consider themselves reasonable cannot put the monster back in the box, how do we achieve unity? Trump opened a very ugly base within the party. He may be leaving office, but they aren't going anywhere. Will folks who do not operate in objective reality just be willing to come back into the fold? They're living in their own delusions. And can we get them back a part of normal society? I don't have the answers. My problem is the Republican Party doesn't either. Can the monster go back in the box? Or have Republicans lost control of the monster they spent the last 20 years raising?